Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm taking a look at Transformers Generations Legacy United G1 Universe Soundwave. This is one of those Voyager class toys that they bundled together with some other toys, and they're calling it Leader now. This is one of the ones that I feel, to me personally, is most egregious for a lot of reasons. We have Soundwave, we've got Sunder inside his tape deck, we've got Ravage, and we've got Rumble. And these are, this is a Siege Micro Master, and here is a Studio Series Micro Cassette, which this is essentially a remold of the Siege Micro Master, just more G1 colors, which kind of brings me to my first point, which is that it's a little frustrating that they're calling this G1 Universe Soundwave. This looks G1, but neither Sunder nor Ravage are. Like, here is the Siege Ravage, and here's the supposed G1 Ravage. It's the same exact toy, just been repainted, right? I mean, it's the same molding and everything. It's strictly a repaint, and this Ravage doesn't look super G1. Same thing with Sunder. If we deploy our cassette here, Sunder is just Laserbeak. Don't get me wrong, I really like that we have Sunder here. I'm going to keep this guy. But it's, again, it is Siege, not necessarily G1. And I do believe that those are different identities. Which brings us to Soundwave. This is essentially Netflix Soundwave repainted. I think essentially we have instead of the yellow around the band here, we have gold. But it's the Netflix mold, which is the Siege mold, just heavily remolded. So it turns into, our stereo system. We have fake buttons up front. We've got our boxy shape. We've got a bunch of mess in the back because this is really this toy, just remolded significantly and transformed a slightly different way. It is impressive that these two share a mold, and you can see, unfortunately, the yellowing I have on my Sound Blaster. I do have the shattered glass Soundwave, so we can see how these two look together. And I like this around the first time around. It's kind of a cute idea. But this was a Voyager. This is a Voyager, and I don't think that adding in 3 micromasters, you got 2 of these guys for $10. So if this is $35, and then this is $15 worth of extra dudes, it just seems like price increase upon price increase upon price increase. We have this guy. Rumble is a remold of the Siege mold, but he came out in Studio Series, and he was called a core class figure because he came with 4 extra pieces of plastic. So I think the accounting that Hasbro is trying to do here is say that, well, this guy's worth more than a regular core class figure because we remolded him and gave him toes. And we were bundling things together. The other thing I think they are thinking about is that this toy, if you're trying to pick it up secondhand, it's going to cost you like $100 because of how rare the Netflix Soundwave is. So a lot of people are going to look at this and say it's a good deal because this is way cheaper. It's a re-release. It's way cheaper than picking it up on the secondhand market. But I don't think I agree with that because I see the original value of this thing at $35, not the second market price. That being said, we get all these bits. We've seen these transformations before. I've reviewed, I guess I just want to show off like all my little micro cassettes, I do like that I've gotten some more of them. I'm the weirdo that I'm partial to the Siege Rumble and Frenzy versus the Studio Series ones. But we'll fast forward this transformation because we have seen it all before. And here we have Soundwave. And as I was transforming him, I was thinking through what I don't like about this so much. And I think what it is in the light of things like Studio Series Commander class Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime. Getting this guy and calling him G1 Universe when I'm very confident we are going to get a leader class, an actual leader class Soundwave from Studio Series, sooner rather than later, that's going to do this so much better, feels unnecessary. He's got all the same articulation as the Siege toy. It's all great. It's all fine. He's got, ankle tilts. He's got bicep swivel. He's got nice bendy arms. But he's also just got extra stuff that doesn't make sense for a truly G1 Soundwave. He doesn't look so bad if I compare him to, the other ones. But I prefer this one because this is doing something different. Even if it's super G1 referential, Sound Blaster turning into the ship, I like that ship design. His little extra bits, like these little hook pieces, they make sense on this toy and they don't make sense on this toy. This is further highlighted by his mini cassettes. We have what is a pretty good looking Rumble, right? This is Rumble. Comparing him to the original, the proportions are more G1. He does have like better feet and stuff like that. That stuff is improved. Where this was a Siege Micromaster, this is a Studio Series core class figure. I do think he is overpriced as a core class figure, and we can put on, he does come with some accessories to help justify that core class pricing all by himself, but I don't think they succeed at doing so. He's got these guns, you can take these off, and you can fold in to give him his pylons, like so. I do like how this looks a lot. Like that looks great. But I don't think that justifies the core class price point. And this helps illustrate how out of place Ravage and Sunder are. Ravage is straight up Siege Ravage. This is not a G1 Ravage. This is a weasel looking Cybertronian cat thing. Sunder doesn't look too bad, but again, not super G1, although he doesn't look bad. And these guys kind of work with the Netflix mold, but Rumble, looking as G1 as he does, really helps illustrate that this Soundwave is this weird amalgamation. They did the Siege, which was already super G1 referential, and they kept making it more and more G1, and now it just feels like, instead of feeling like a cool, interesting toy of its own right, it just feels like, hey, here's the placeholder until the new Soundwave comes out that's going to be better than this. And that is where it definitely loses me. That's where I go from saying, yeah, it's not for me and it's not worth the value, but other people can buy it too. This feels a little distasteful, if that makes sense. I would rather them spending the time and money to give us an actual $55 worthy Soundwave with maybe one cassette. Or why not just do, hey, the Transformers Legacy United is all about different universes. Let's just do Siege Soundwave because that was a character on a show, and let's give him all the micromasters. This kind of halfway between just doesn't work for me. Nothing against anyone who was really excited about this, because again, I totally get it. If you're trying to get this guy on the secondhand market, Netflix Soundwave is like more than $100. So this is a great deal from that regard. It's just not doing much for me at all. And that is okay, because he's not going to stay on my shelf. I just want to put my little micromasters in here. What I am going to do, Sunder, I like Sunder. I love those colors. He is going to be buddies with Laserbeak. And Rumble and Ravage are going to go with Soundwave. And these guys are going to get a new home. So this video is a giveaway. And I think the question of the day is simple. As of this video, I am currently traveling. 1 week from today, if you answer the question of the day now, 1 week from the release of today's video, this video right here, I will announce the winner of the next one. So make sure you enter before that day on, like, I'll cut things off on Friday. The question is simple. Do you think this Soundwave is worth it as is? And if not, what would you have done to punch up the value of the box set? When I did my short, it helped illustrate how empty that box was. And I was thinking like, hey, we could get like those blue Ravage clones. We could have gotten Rumble and Frenzy. Like that wouldn't have been that much more money. We could have done maybe instead of Rumble, what about like Enemy? Enemy would have been cool. Just, something a little different in that regard. So the question of the day, again, if you want to win Soundwave, Rumble, and Ravage all together, I'll be shipping them out to the winner. You go down in the comments and you answer the question of the day, which is at $55, I don't think it's worth it. Do you think it's worth it? And if you don't think it's worth it, what would you have done to punch things up a little bit? Answer the question of the day. A week from today, I will announce the winner. And I believe that'll be during our Extra Life live stream, which is next week. So you should also go down, check out the Extra Life link. We already hit our $2,000 goal, which is amazing. Thank you everyone for all your support. But we're still raising money to help sick kids, so you can still donate. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.